So this is Ziggy's first beach session with me. Ziggy has had a lack of socialising with other dogs. Doesn't really know how to act. He's not the aggressor, but if other dog comes up to him, he might protect himself like any dog will. But what I've done here is trying to get Ziggy, firstly, just obviously in a situation where I know he can't hurt any other dog, so muzzle on. But the only way we're going to get over this problem with Ziggy is let him meet other dogs. If we always have him away from other dogs, we're never going to know whether we can get him better. So if you do it in the safe format, on a lead obviously, he's on a halty, a gentle leader and a muzzle, have a lot of control of the dog. I'm going to go to let him off lead, I'm not going to let him run up to other dogs, but he needs to be here, needs to be exposed. He's actually been really good. He's not doing his whining he normally does yet, so he's been quite calm. Good boy. But it's all about exposure, and today will just be a walk up the beach, not necessarily meeting other dogs, getting close to them, but just taking a walk and being around it. You've got to get them around it. I know some people see a dog muzzled and think it's a savage, aggressive dog. He's not. But he has tendencies that we don't want to wait to see. So obviously protection first. He's used to the muzzle. And we're just going to expose him to other dogs and see how he goes. Keep him at a distance, but just a little bit more each week. People think that if you have the muzzle on, the dog's not going to do the behaviour. It's smart enough. That's not true. I was a police dog handler in the Australian Army, and we would do bite work with dogs with muzzles on. They were still trying to attack someone with the muzzle on. So his tendencies are still there, but it gives me the security to know he can't actually do anything. So we've got a couple more dogs here. It's okay. Good boy. It's okay. Good dogs. Good boy, Ziggy. Be good. Good boy, Ziggy. Good dog. Needs a lot of socialising. Hasn't attacked anyone. I'm just being safe. It's not my dog. I'm a trainer and I'm just trying to get him used to other dogs. But they're being good. Good boy, Ziggy. Be good. Good boy. Good dog, Ziggy. Beautiful. Perfect. Good boy. Come, buddy. Good boy. That was a great meeting. Really good meeting. Okay, he was calm, didn't play, didn't be silly, didn't look overly comfortable. I understand that, but it was a nice meeting. I didn't have to correct him. He stood there, let the other dogs greet him. We really just saturate this dog with exposure to other dogs. As many as we can and get this dog under control. Just needs it all day, all the time, as much as possible. Ziggy, let's go. Now he's got friends he wants to play with out there. Good boy, buddy. More dogs for Ziggy to meet. Huh? Good boy, buddy. It's been really good today. So like I said, everything's a process. We don't want to rush it. Today, he's met other dogs. About 4 or 5 dogs come up to him, smelled, did their thing. Next time, I would still keep the muzzle and be on a long lead, give him a bit more freedom, and we'll see how we go later on without the muzzle. But firstly, we go muzzle on, we go safety first for him, for other dogs, for everyone. If you don't do this, you're never going to get your dog over it. You're never going to know. You'll always wonder, can I get over it? You have to expose them in the safest way you can. Safest way you can. And if you do that, you'll be surprised how many dogs you can fix. Will they always want to play and be lovely other dogs? Maybe not, but you can get them a lot better. So now he's met these dogs a couple of times. He wants to play. Nice body language, tail's good. It's not really a wreck for like big dominance. It's more about a play. No whine there. There's no aggression. It's all play. Just I want to be there. But I'm not prepared for that today. Wants to play with the ball. But the owner of this dog would agree that this is very good for Ziggy. Just to be around dogs and not be whining. And just, hey, come on. And just walking. Let's fix that muzzle up. Just walking that close to a dog that it doesn't know. Come on, quick. And not be crazy is really good. Good boy. Come, Ziggy. Come on, quick. Good boy. That was beautiful, Ziggy. Good job. Exposure, people. Exposure. Can't stress it enough. You've got to get them around dogs. Good boy, buddy. And let him have his time. Let him sit. Let him watch. and be around it. So what I've done is I've actually given him the muzzle off, no off lead, but he's met all these dogs, so he's pretty calm. Still not going to obviously let him off lead, but I feel he's earned the right to have the muzzle off. And myself as a handler, I believe I have enough control of this dog to be able to control him if there's any situation. So, but I think he's earned it. He showed nice calmness. There's a little bit of licking of the lips and a little bit of anxiety, but that's more about play. He just wants to be up there. I can't blame him. That will come next time maybe, but with the muzzle on and long lead. And then it's muzzle on, long lead, drag him behind him, and then it might be long lead off, and you get the idea. It's a process. A couple of new dogs here he hasn't seen yet. So what I'm going to do is just hold him here. Good boy. Keep him nice and safe. Good boy, buddy. Safety first. But he's not whining like he used to. He used to whine a lot. And that's because of lack of exposure. But the more he sees, the less big deal it'll be. So that was a really successful beach walk with Ziggy. Like, extremely successful. Better than I thought it would go. Especially with the whining. But like I just said, the more you expose the dog, the less big deal it is. If it's once a month and they get down here and they never see dogs, of course they're going to be frantic. You need to have them around the dogs and make it common so it becomes less big a deal. They'll still love it. They may get excited as usual like dogs do, but it's not as big a deal. So guys, have a plan to deal with this sort of thing with dogs like Ziggy. Don't confuse. Often people will think it's an outright aggression. It could be fear-based, could be outright aggressive, but sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's a lack of socializing, just anxiety, not knowing how to act around other dogs. It's not, you can't categorize it all the same. They're all very different with dogs. You've got to learn to read your dog. The body language Ziggy showed today was really nice. There was no real big erect tail, like stiff sort of dominance, looking tall. It was more about he wanted to play. And I actually believe I probably could have let him play with muzzle on and safety, but that'll come another time. But that was a great session. Hope you learned something out of this one. Remember, have a plan though, what you're going to do. Don't just sort of hit and miss and turn up at the beach and go, oh, we'll just try this. Tell yourself, we do muzzle first, short lead, halty, then we go long lead, keep the muzzle on, and then we drop the long lead. Like I've said earlier, I'm repeating myself, but make sure you guys are comfortable with the process. And you may never take the lead off the dog, but that's okay. They can just run around with the lead dragging behind them. It gives you the ability to pick up the lead quickly. You may never take the muzzle off if you're a little bit anxious. That's okay. Dogs can play with muzzle on, they can drink, they can do everything. But if it means your dog can socialize, it's worth the effort. It is worth it, but you've got to have a plan. Good luck with it. If you need any help, message me, let me know. Appreciate watching the video. Subscribe, share, like, do all that stuff. It's very much appreciated to grow my channel. And until next time, see ya.